Good morning from the Foxes Biscuit Stadium on the last day of 2020. And I think everybody's in agreement, good riddance to 2020. I said last week I'd come on board and announce the figure that we've raised in the draw, in all the draws that we've had in 2020, which began back in March. Our last game that we played rugby league, Toulouse away in March. I never thought it would come to what followed. So since then we've been having a weekly draw, and the amount of sales raised up to now, that's not including this week's draw obviously, £26,016. £26,016. That is absolutely magnificent. Never thought we'd achieve anything like that when we first started. So a big thank you to all the supporters who've bought tickets for the draw throughout. To all the players who've supported the draw every week, buying tickets the same as everybody else every week. That's helping to make it a success. And to people who've sponsored the draw, and everybody who supported the club in every way. It's because of the supporters, the players, the sponsors and everybody connected with the club that we're able to go into 2021 in a good position. Just let's think back to the draw. We've also bought Archie's plaque in remembrance of Archie Bruce. I think that is a lovely thing to do, and I'm delighted with that. And we had a draw where we raised over £2,000 for the Pink Weekend. And on that score, next week we'll announce what we're donating to the breast cancer charities in the Pink Weekend. We obviously didn't have the pink match, but we had the draw, we had a pink ball, and we've had other little bits and bobs. So we're going to make the donation public next week. So again, that's some more good news. Yesterday, I think brought to a head the year with some good news really. First of all, big well done to Kim Ledbetter, Joe Cox's sister, for getting the MBE, and obviously Rob Berrow, the rugby league legend, who's also been honoured by the Queen. So brilliant for the sport of rugby league, brilliant for the town of Batley, brilliant for Kim and her family, and we're delighted at Batley Bulldogs for that success. We also had a call yesterday, good news from our point of view, that Adam Gledhill, he's still got work commitments, but he's hoping to give it his best shot this coming year. So he's coming back training. He may not be available every game, but he's going to give it a go, and assures us that he won't let the club down, which I know he won't. Talking of not letting the club down, everybody who puts on a Batley shirt doesn't let the club down. And the sponsors of this week's draw, the ex-players. It's a bumper draw this week with a £250 prize. So Scotty came up with the idea of the ex-players sponsoring a draw. We said, well, whatever they don't raise, the club will make up to the £250 prize. Well, what's happened is so far as we speak, we've got 48 ex-players chipping in to sponsor this draw, which has more or less doubled the amount that we expected. I don't know if there's any ex-players out there, but if we can get another 2 to get 50 ex-players supporting the club, that would be absolutely tremendous. So a big thank you to Scotty for coming up with the idea. Big thank you to all the ex-players who've helped us in this way. Great tribute to them, and the club is very, very grateful. And I think Linners, who's going to do the draw tonight, is going to try to give a mention to as many ex-players as possible. I think that's basically it really. Please support this draw. It's a bumper draw. We want to go out the year with a bang. We're going to keep it open till 7 o'clock tonight, not 2 o'clock this afternoon, to see if we can get a few extra people buying tickets. But a big thank you to everybody. £26,000 so far. Let's see if we can finish off the year with a big bumper draw. And we'll come back next week, announce the Pink Weekend figure, and then we're training next week. Full swing training, the players are back next week. So we're going to be positive about that. And first game, 27th of February, we want to hit the ground running, and hopefully as soon as possible we get crowds back here and we have rugby league at the Foxes Biscuit Stadium. So thank you and Happy New Year to everybody.